And it is another good morning. It is a cold morning, and heading to the gym. I got the boys this morning, and they just got on the bus, and so now I'm heading to the gym. I might have to try to be a little bit more quick between my sets today, because I got to go pick up Lincoln from school to then for a little bit, because he's got a dentist appointment. But those are the things. The nice thing about my work, I can take it anywhere with me for the most part, unless I'm doing Zoom meetings. I can pretty much work from anywhere. Even a lot of Zoom meetings I'm able to do in certain places, as long as it's not something that's very ultra sensitive. But yesterday I had my doctor consult with my blood results, and so we're getting on a protocol that's going to do a few different things. That should help. 20-week program to see how it goes, and get another blood test after then to see where my markers are. So I'll be getting on testosterone, as they are low. And so I've talked to a lot of people that have had the same thing and have gone on it, and it's just like a life changer. And so I'm excited for it. It'll be interesting. I'm not going to get the creams or the pellet. I'm going to get the stuff I got to inject it, so that's going to be interesting. But you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I'm only 38, almost 39. 39 in like 2 months, and I hopefully got a lot of life to live, and I want to be able to do it at high quality as much as I possibly can. But let's talk about the gym and what we got on the docket today. So now we are on the back half of the week, which means we're on recycling the muscle groups again. So this is on day 2 of the chest workout. So chest, triceps, shoulders, but what's different from day 1 of chest and stuff and versus day 2 is I do have my doing slightly different workouts. I keep saying all the time. Sorry about that. And instead of doing inclines, today is flat bench and some other stuff and triceps. But the big thing with this week is peak week, meaning that every set go to failure on. And so it's that push to see where I can get myself and how far I can push myself. And I like that, because yesterday with the leg day yesterday, I realized, because it was peak week, I had to go to failure, is that I was leaving stuff in the tank. I could have gone more. And I'm wondering, even with yesterday, if I could have even got a few more extra reps on some of those, but I was able to do a lot more reps than I was when I was leaving what I thought was 1 or 2 reps in the tank. I was able to do a lot more, which tells me there's a lot more effort that we can put in, that I can put in, and really that we can put into all that we do. Is we can get a lot more out of ourselves than what we give ourselves credit for, or we think is possible. And when we think we can't go anymore, give it one more. Go one more. And that's something that we've talked a lot about with our salespeople over the course of time, is one more. Go one more. You did your number of calls, just do one more. And sometimes something happens from that call, sometimes nothing happens from it, but you're learning to push yourself a little bit extra, one more. And actually, one of our sales guys, he did that. He did the one more, and he actually got an opportunity, 2 opportunities with 2 different realtors as a result of it. And so you don't know what's going to happen. You can't control what happens on the other end, but you can control your effort and putting those calls in. And if you're doing your prospecting, take that one extra rep, push yourself, and you're going to stretch and grow. Growth happens in the uncomfortable spots. If we're always feeling that, hey, things are easy peasy, coasting or whatever, that's not where growth happens. Growth happens where we're challenged, where there's stress on us, not always just mental stress, but pushing yourself, exerting yourself, trying to do a little bit more, and that's where the growth happens. The cliche is, diamonds are built under pressure. Time, pressure, darkness, all those things that it creates a diamond is, well, you can apply to yourself, right? I know it's cliche, but for you to grow, turn yourself into a diamond, it requires pressure, also requires time. Very few things happen just overnight. Those overnight successes that we call overnight, most of them, it's actually taken them years and years to get to that spot. Very rarely are there that true overnight success where someone posts something and all of a sudden it just blows up. That's the rarity. That's like winning the lottery, and you can't bet on winning the lottery to be your way to build your wealth. Right? If it happens, fantastic, great for you, but that is not the reality for the vast majority. And we do things based on game theory, making the most optimal play with what you have at the time. And sometimes when you make the most optimal play, you still end up losing. But does that mean you shouldn't have make that play the next time? No, you make the play, that same play the next time, because over the course of time, you will come out ahead. And so focus on doing the right things day in and day out, day in and day out. As we do the right things day in and day out, it stacks and it builds, and that's where greatness happens. And but with so many people, they don't, they just go about their lives and are not trying to do anything extra, or they tried a little bit and they just exist. I know of a guy that calls a lot of people just NPCs. If I forgot what does that stand, non-player, something for, it's with gamers, right? It's just the computer person on there. It's not the actual player on there. Just NPCs. They're just going about life on there day in and day out. And it's kind of harsh in one regard, but at the same time, it's so true. And so many people are just going through life like an NPC, and that's not for me, and probably not for you either if you're listening to this. But so what kind of questions do you guys have? Things that you're going on in your business, things that you need to overcome in your business. Share those with us. Share those with me. I see those, I'll try to answer them. And you'll find it's not going to be rocket science. It's not going to be the most like out of this world idea. It'll be simple things, but the simple things is what works. It's just a matter of doing them. And people say if it was that simple or that easy, everybody would do it. And the truth is, no, they wouldn't, because they don't. It's because they don't want to do something different. Even though it might be simple or easy, they just simply won't do it. They're going to just go back to what they've always done, and what most people do is not the way to go about it for growth. And so when most people zig, a good thing to do is zag. What the majority is doing, and you generally want to do the opposite or something different from what they are doing. And you find that it's so true in so many different areas of life, business, finances. Is the masses, aren't generally always the right. And so be different, stand out, be unique. All right, I'm at the gym here. Time to go put in a good pump, push myself. That's it. Catch you later.